FNL Vintage. Retro runway footage. Resurfaced interviews. And style archives. Revisit iconic collections. And celebrities. Of fashion seasons past.
This is Ms.jay, Ben-Ari, the one and only hip-hop violinist, and I'm here today with Rocco.
That's right.
At the very exciting fashion show.
Yeah, we're backstage at the Joanna Maserani. Okay, I'm gonna take my mic back, girl. You have your violin. I won't grab your violin when you're in a concert. I saw you. No, I won't, I promise. So what have you been working on?
My next album.
Oh, when is that gonna drop?
It's going to be first quarter of next year. I'm so excited. I mean, you heard me on the Chris Air show. Was it like the most amazing show as far as like very musical music / fashion?
Yep.
So we know what happened when we mix music and fashion.
I know a lot of people have heard your song and maybe they don't match your face to the song, but you did this song and it was a hit. It goes the one right with Jason.
And probably you're talking about Overnight Celebrity.
Yes.
Or
yes. And
Jesus Walk with Kanye West.
all of them.
How about my performance with Jay-Z? A lot of people know me
Right.
from
You
BT.
know I can, right?
Yeah.
You did the opening. It was the opening, right? The violin.
I did a lot of things. Sometimes people, like you say, don't put the face with the
Right.
music.
This is her right there. So you guys got the face and the music and everything. So how's everything going with your new album that you're putting together?
Amazing. So amazing. I think it's the best album ever done. And it's very, very musical. More musical than my first album, The Hip-Hop Violinist. It's less hip-hop, more like music, good music. People really like good music, and especially today when everything is so like produced, you know.
And what influenced you? What is the influence when you sit there and put together your music and you perform the music, and I know you have to put so much passion and your energy and emotions into it. Where's that core influence?
Everything. You know, sometimes I watch movie like that really touches me and then I'm inspired. And sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I have a song. I have like a little notebook on my
Or after I interview you, then you're like, damn, I want to write a song on Rocco or what?
Absolutely. Tonight I'm going to write a song just because I met Rocco at the fashion show. And this is so inspiring. I'm touched.
So what's your ultimate goal? Like where do you want to be?
I mean, besides taking over the world, I just want to inspire people to make people happy. I love stage. I love playing for people, and I like when kids listen to my music and then write to me and say, you know, we just grabbed violin or the flute or cello, piano, just because we saw you playing.
Well, I can tell you, I have a little niece. Her name is Athena. Hey, Athena. And she listens to your song all the time. The one that I don't want to embarrass myself and sing. It's a song where it's like I can be whatever I can be.
Yeah. So you know, you see what hip hop does to kids.
It really, really influences them, and that's you and the other artists, and you put together this music, and it touches millions and millions of people.
That's the difference between classical music and pop music, because I play classical instrument, but it crossovers to kids because of hip hop and pop and R&B, and they actually get to be exposed to live instrument.
Thank you so much for your time.
So good seeing you.
Nice seeing you
Rocco.
too. Oh, I wanted to ask you, what are you wearing? What are you wearing?
I'm actually wearing IODite. They had a show over here earlier, and this is comfortable. I really like this.
And then you have a personal stylist too. What's her name?
I have actually few stylists that I've worked with. The one in New York, I think you're talking about Rhonda.
Yeah, Rhonda from Ouch Magazine, right? Rhonda.
Really good. From Ouch Magazine. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be the next cover for Ouch
That's right.
Magazine.
We gotta make sure we check that out.
And Rhonda is happening. Big shout out to Rhonda. My man Rocco. My
That's
name
right.
is Ms.jay Ben-Ari, the hip hop violinist.
Do you have a website that our viewers can go to?
ms.jay.com or thehiphopviolinist.com. I'm also on MySpace and I do read my fan mail.
We
So
got
write
to be
me.
friends then on MySpace. I'm gonna look you up.
Really?
Yeah,
Would you
yeah.
like to be my friend on MySpace?
I want to be your friend on MySpace. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm standing here with Emma Roberts, the Tracy Reese Show. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I am good. Is this your first show of the season?
No, I went to Charlotte Ronson and Aaron Featherston and a bunch the past few days.
Are you enjoying your Fashion Week experience?
I am, it's so much fun. I love the shows, they're all so different and fun, and I see my friends here, and yeah, it's great.
Is this the first Fashion Week you've attended?
Yeah, full Fashion Week. Like I've gone to shows before, but never like in a row like this.
It is crazy. People don't realize how much it is, like to run around from show to show to show.
It's insane.
Now, what are you working on?
I started a movie in a couple weeks with Sam Rockwell called Winning Season, and I'm actually leaving here to get on a plane to go to the Toronto Film Festival because I have a film called Lime Life there.
Cool. Well, congratulations on all your success
Thank
and enjoy the shows. Thank you so
too.
much. We're here in Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week with Ms.jay at the Tracy Reese Show. What's going on, Jay?
Tracy Reese.
And what do you expect from that girl?
Whatever she puts on the runway.
So what's going on with you?
A lot.
And what's happening? So you're making all these questions short. What's happening with American Next Top Model?
Well, we're about to go into cycle 12. Meanwhile, I'm dealing with all the questions about our transgendered Miss Isis on the show.
And what's happening with her transgender girl? Or boy, I guess it depends on the day.
She's pulling it through. She's coming through. I think she's bringing a little extra something special to the show.
Extra something special, a little bit more in that package.
A whole lot more in the package.
Do you have anything new that you're working on?
Yes, but I'm not going to talk about it.
No? I saw some other reporter try to take it out, so I won't even try. That's good. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll have to keep our eyes open on the TV and see what happens.
Exactly. Because the only way to keep it special, keep it exciting, is to just keep you involved and keep you looking and keep you coming back for more. And hopefully that's what happens today at Tracy Reese. She'll keep them coming back for more.
Now, have you seen any other shows at the Tens?
I've seen, a few other shows, you know.
And what are your thoughts so far?
I love Yigal show the other day. It was really, really great. Loved it. I thought the presentation at Lacoste was great as well. What else? God, I can't remember. Oh, I went to a show where there was a collective show of 8 designers, and Nana Boateng was great. I'm a big, huge fan of Nana Boateng's men's clothing as well. I saw Ducky Brown.
That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Ducky Brown had some nice things that I did like. I liked the way it was styled. It worked.
Now, the last time I interviewed you, I had a green Rockin' Republic jacket, and you said that you wanted it. We told the people out there at Rockin' Republic that you want, because if it would fit me, it would fit you, because we're the same size, same height. Now, I sent that link to them, and they didn't send you a jacket, did they?
That's all right. That's fine. I'll do G-Star instead.
That's right. Now, you are a world-renowned, famous runway teacher to all the top models out there. What advice would you give to little girls out there that are watching your show that aspire to be a model one day, and they're trying to get that walk down, that Ms.jay walk?
Get it right. Keep your personality.
So every walk should be unique with its own personality.
Exactly. That's what makes it special. That's what makes it unique.
And how would you define your walk? What's your walk, if you could say in one sentence?
International, fabulousness, wonderful. That's my walk.
So we're here with international, fabulous, special Ms.jay with his amazing walk. Stay tuned for all of his up-and-coming projects. I'll have to try to get him off camera and tell me what it is. I'll talk to you guys.
I'm moving off camera. You have to get me in bed, and I still won't share it.
I'm backstage with Omar and Andy, and he's the ambassador for GHD, right?
Yeah.
And then they're
both
doing,
ambassadors.
they're both ambassadors. They're doing the hair for the show, and I want to know what the inspiration is and the forecast of the hair for this season.
The forecast for the season is braids galore. It's all about that texture and sort of just getting everything nice and clean. And it's really nice because it's a nice departure from the New York ponytail. I mean, we go to LA and we go to Miami and we get to do so much fun hair. And then in New York, it's like the focus is on the clothes. So most of the hair is like nice and slick back. So this year, it's really about movement. And braiding seems to be really, really big. I mean, I'm doing braiding in like almost all the shows. At least some element of braiding.
And what shows are you guys doing?
We're working on Prenza Schuler, Monique Lillier. We're doing Miss 60 this year, which is fantastic. Excited about, and Willow. Yeah.
What are you doing exactly to this model's hair right now?
Well, what we're doing is we're doing like a simple 3-strand braid, and we're starting it in the front, almost creating like a headband with it. We stop behind the one ear, we bring it over to the next ear, we wrap it around, and then we're left with all of this hair that we keep braiding, and then we mold it. So it's just like a continuous spiraling braid back and forth, but not like Heidi. Do you know what I mean? It's not that little girl kind of braid. It's just very polished and sophisticated, but with a little bit of texture. So we're using like a little bit of that GHD sea spray to get that beachy look. Thank you, Vanna. And so it gives us like that little beachy look, and it gives it that really, really great texture.
Well, Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank you so
I
much.
can't wait to see the hair on the
Good to
runway. You
see
guys
you.
always do a good job.
Thank you.
All right. I'm sitting here with Patrick McDonald, the dandy of New York. We just got done watching an amazing show, Blondie. What did you think about that show, Patrick?
I loved it. It was so inspiring to me. Of a week of seeing beautiful clothes, I saw true theater. And you know what? We need this. We need this in fashion. It's been a long time. And you know, Heatherette's not around. And you know, when you used to go to shows in Paris, you know, Jean-Paul Gaultier and Terry Mugler, it has that exciting feeling in the air, and the clothes are beautiful. And you know, there's room for that. We really need it, and thank God for the blondes.
I agree with you. I think it's a breath of fresh air. It's away from the conservativeness, from the tense. The tense is very refined. And, you know, it's like you said, Heatherette's no longer here, unfortunately, and this is the future, avant-garde.
It is, and the clothes are made beautifully, and you can just tell the time they put into it. And I think we're going to hear a lot from the blondes. I think that, you know, starting last season, they're getting recognized. You know, they did corsets for Madonna after last season. I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think they're going to be really known in fashion. I think they're going to go down in fashion history books as these fabulous innovators of fashion.
So what's your take thus far with Fashion Week?
You know what? My take is there's been a few things that have been strange. Like, I don't like the Little House on the Prairie look at all. But that's my own opinion. But for the most part, I mean, I love Ducky Brown. I'm looking forward to Ralph Rucci. And I thought Betsy Johnson was adorable with the handcuffed brides. You know, when I go to a show, I want to see a show. You know, and I know the buyers need to see beautiful clothes to buy, but you know what? They're experts. They know what they're doing, and they can pull the pieces apart and know what their clients need. But when I go, I want to see a show, you know, and that's it.
I agree with you. And the buyers can go to the showroom and look at the pieces one piece at a time. When we go to a fashion show, we want to see a show. We want to feel the emotion. We want to see the expression that the designer wants us to feel.
Absolutely. Well said.
Well, thanks. I'm getting good at my job, right?
You are.
I'm developing into a flower.
You are a lovely flower. A handsome flower.
Oh, thank you. We have a lot more Fashion News Live coming up. Stay tuned. Thank you, Patrick, so much for your time. It's always a pleasure talking to you. You're one of our favorites.
Thank you very much. And I will see you next season.
I'm standing backstage with the amazing Philip and David Blonde. How are you?
I'm great.
How about yourself?
I'm doing great.
How do you feel after the show? It just ended.
Exhausted.
Amazing. It's really amazing. It's like a nice high.
It's exhausting and it's amazing all at the same time. It's finally done. You did it. It's over. And it's kind of sad.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like giving all your babies away. Everyone gets to see it.
Just give your babies. You just give them away.
Well, do you want to hear what I think about the show? I think it's amazing. It's a breath of fresh air. We've been at Bryant Park all week long, having to watch all these shows, which were also good, but there's nothing like this show. And we had to come cover you guys and support you guys, as we always have and we always will. I want to congratulate you on all the success that you've had. I know that you've done stuff with Madonna and Rihanna since the last show. And where do you guys see yourself going from here? What is it that you want to achieve and you want to do? I know that's probably a massive question to answer.
Well, I think it's about taking over,
World.
Yeah.
That's what the show is about. The blonde who fell to earth and took over.
We were inspired by the man who fell to earth, and so we decided to just kind of like do a take on we kind of just decided to have like an army of blondes. Started off like she was naked, and somewhere along the way she found like these amazing clothes and found amazing people to party. And with and have a good time in New York.
Now, when you sat down, where did you pull from to actually sketch out all these designs that you put together? I mean, where did it come from?
Well, we listen to a lot of music. It's about a feeling. It's about a look of that late 70s time. It's about going out and wearing, having an outfit you feel amazing in and just having the best night of your life. When people come and tell you I've had the best night ever, and you just danced all night and you met a great guy or, whatever. That kind of thing. So that's what, it's just meant to, provoke people to have a good time and have fun. Yeah.
I'm standing backstage with Philip Blanc, celebrity stylist, and now TV personality because I heard you and Vivica A. Fox are doing something. Tell me about that.
We have a hot new show on VH1 Thursday nights at 10 o'clock, and they have reruns. Glam God, that would be me, with Vivica A. Fox. And it's a reality competition show finding the next big Hollywood stylist.
And what do you do in that show? What is your role?
I play kind of the mentor like Tim Gunn, kind of the judge like Michael Kors, and just all around bon vivant fashion aficionado.
So you don't say designers, scissors down. How does he? I don't even know how he does that. But you don't do that.
No, I say things like, "Are you kidding? Focus, focus, focus."
Okay,
You know.
Are you kidding? Focus, focus, focus. Was
There
that
you go.
good?
That was good. You're getting it.
I'm going to be your assistant next time.
Exactly. You got to let them have it. I'm not like, no, there's a lot more.
There needs more energy there, more passion and energy, right?
Some shows are like watching paint dry. Ours is like a wild paintball fight.
Which is even better and more
fun.
entertaining.
You gotta
Absolutely.
laugh. You got to have fun. It's fashion.
That's right. So what are your thoughts so far in Fashion Week?
It's interesting. I'm trying to find the trends. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's the trend? It's all
Waldo
over
was
the place.
backstage somewhere earlier.
I don't know. It's about color, though. Lots of beautiful color. And I just started my own collection, actually. Yes.
Where?
We're selling at Bendel, Saks Avenue, Blue Dot, Lisa Klein in LA, Belgrade, which is Lisa Rinna stores in Belgrade in Los Angeles. Happy in Los Angeles. We've got a lot of stores, and it's all cashmere pieces, $200 to $400 retail. It's coming out in holiday time, starting in October. So check it out. It's very exciting. Great cashmere for women, fun little party pieces.
So how do people check it out? Is there a website? Or I guess they can go to the store, but
Posh, MM Posh. It's called. I'm Philip Block for MM Posh. And at all the stores, will have it starting in October.
And then it's www.mm.
I don't know the Emma, E-M-M-A, and Posh. I don't know the website address. I'm not very website oriented, but they're in Bendel's. Bendel's will be carrying it, so you can find their Saks Fifth Avenue. So we're excited.
What is your fashion tip for this season? Just give me one tip.
Sexy, absolutely sexy, body conscious, showing a little body, little skin. I think sexy is really in. And I know it sounds cliche, but
unbutton my shirt.
yeah, well, not too much. Just one button, just a little bit there, No, and I think practicality. I think we're living in a time of the recessionista, not the fashionista. And it's really about finding pieces that go from day into evening, that travel well, that you can wear in more ways than one. I think if you're going to spend a little extra money, spend on something that you're going to get a lot of use out of. And that's what I tried to do in my collection.
Thank you so
Cool,
much.
my pleasure.
Always look amazing.
And Betsy show, fun. We saw a lot of good shows. I think Monique Lillier was really exciting. Did you get to Monique this morning?
No, I
So
didn't.
beautiful. Monique's show was so beautiful. Beautiful yellows and elegant dresses. Catherine Melandrino was gorgeous, very ladylike. I loved Carolina Herrera, just chic and elegant. I like the ladylike designers. And then I come to Betsy Johnson for the fun and the frivolity.
And
the fun
cupcakes.
frivolity.
The cupcakes.
And cupcakes, really good. And
cartwheel.
lollipops.
And the cartwheel at the end.
I've seen the cartwheel a few times. They're going to be wheeling Betsy out in a wheelchair with a walker, and she'll still be doing her cartwheel. I'll help her turn. My pleasure.
I'm standing backstage right here at the Rebecca Taylor Show with Rosita Jones. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
What did you think about the show?
I thought it was beautiful. It was so playful, and I loved all the patterns, and everything was so wearable. I loved it.
Now, what have you been up to?
I just finished a movie, which will come out next year, called I Love You, Man. And that's it for now.
I love it. What is that movie about? Or
It's a comedy with a DreamWorks comedy with Paul Rudd and Jason Segel, and it's about a guy who realizes he has no real close male friends and has to go out and find one before he gets married.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure I'll see you around. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm backstage with Rebecca Taylor. How are you?
Not bad, thank you.
Are you ready? I'm good. Are you ready to showcase your Spring 09 collection?
We're ready to go. We're just got a few more models. We're waiting to turn up, some last minute changes, but we're doing good.
I see that there's a little surprise here. You're pregnant. Congratulations.
Thank you. Again.
Is this your second, third, fourth?
It's my third, but the first two were twins. So I got like a twofer, and then we got another one. So yeah.
So
we're
do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
it's a little man. Yeah.
And your twins are girls? Or
Girls,
Now
yeah.
you have a little boy that the girls can beat up on or something like that?
Exactly, that whole thing. No, we're thrilled. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Have you thought about names?
Not really. I'm so superstitious. I just like to wait and get them here healthy and safe and go from there.
So how's your collection this season? What was your inspiration for everything?
Honestly, the inspiration, I was watching an old designer say that. I was watching a movie, like all we do is sit around watching movies, but it's out of Africa. Karen Blitzer, do you know that movie? It's from the 80s.
I think so. She moves to Africa and tries to help people there, and it's really scenic and beautiful animals around.
Beautiful, Robert Redford and Meryl Streep, who's just stunning in it. So I got this old book by Peter Beard that also has a lot of her original photographs of her and letters of who she was. And she's just such an amazing, inspiring woman that she seemed like a natural focal point for me to start with. So the clothes, a girl's like a world traveler. She's going from, she's picking up a little block print dress in India. She's getting some little sequin cardigans in Morocco. She's just picking up beautiful things in her travels.
And what inspired you for the fabrics that you chose, and what different types of fabrics did you choose, and the color palette?
Color palette's very dreamy. It's a lot of lilacs. I didn't think I was feeling lilac. We were doing the lineup last night. It's like, wow, there's a lot of lilac in this lineup. But it's sort of purples, and it's soft lilacs, lavenders, cream, British khaki color, olive. So it's sort of those it's very pretty colors, but mixed with olives and neutrals.
And what makes you decide after you sketch out the outfit, what fabric you're going to use for that jacket or pants or whatever you're making?
Generally, we make it in something, and then it's either working or not, and then we'll be like, oh, well, I love the shape, don't love the fabric, let's try it in this fabrication. And it's very much a work in progress. Like, it's not sketch it out, swatch it, done. It's very much make it, let's see it, let's cut a bit, let's play around with it in the fitting, which is really where the real work gets done.
I'm standing here with Renee Garza, celebrity stylist to the stars right here in New York City. We just got done watching the Blonde Show. What did you think?
It was great. Like, they always outdo themselves. It's all about glamour. And it's just red carpet events always. It's good, always.
Isn't it nice we're actually away from Bryant Park, away from the tents, and we get to see this type of show, which is more avant-garde, more out there. It's more like a European style show, don't you think?
Well, yeah, I think American designers need to step up their game. They always play a little bit safe, and it's always good to go to a show where it's just all about something different, something you can just make a scene, But I just don't think now we have places to wear those things too, It's kind of boring.
Are you going to take some of the pieces and put them on some of your clients?
Sure, yeah. How about yourself?
Exactly. You're going to put something on me. Just walked out of the Millie Show. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I love that sort of 70s glamorous. It reminds me of all the shows in the 70s that I love, One Day at a Time and Three's Company and all those kind of cool, kind of hippie, post-hippie era, kind of as we were moving into the glam era, into the disco era. I love that look.
So what are you wearing today?
From the bottom up, you want to know from shoes up?
Sure.
From shoes are Todd's. Trousers are Dolce, sweaters are Money Exchange, bag is Ferragamo.
Your bag is very beautiful. Can we pan to this bag? I think this is like an $18,000 bag. Very beautiful.
It is. It's a very expensive bag.
Now, Robert, I do have to say you always dress so amazingly when I see you here at the tents all the time.
You always lie to my face, and I love that. I don't dress
it's true.
amazing.
It's true.
Like, I'm wearing like pinstripe pants and a sweater, and you're like, what's so amazing?
No, I say when you come to the tents, you always have dressed amazing.
Oh yeah, not anymore though. I gave up on it. Thanks. Yeah.
No, you look good. You always look good.
Thank you.
Always look good. See, I've gone away from my Guido look. Remember before I was a little bit Guido-y? Now the LA designers are giving me clothes.
I love that he thinks this is getting away from Guido.
A little bit. Come on, it's a little bit better than before. No.
Once a Guido.
Always a Guido. So what have you been doing? I know that you were on a program. It was...
She's Got the Look, a search for a model over the age of 35. Moving into season 2 with that. We just are about to start shooting season 2, which is really exciting. It's a show that I love doing. It's one of my favorite shows that I've ever been on. And I've been on many.
Right.
Because I can't stay on TV. I can't keep a job.
You know what I think is really funny was I saw a promo for that show, and you were sitting at the judging table, and some girl was trying to flirt with you, and you were like, honey, I like boys, don't even try. Do you remember that?
Yeah, no. I was
funny.
lying. I was lying. Yeah, I'm straight.
I may have a girl for you.
Oh, perfect. I'd love to meet her.
So how is it working with these celebrities? You've really gone up from a correspondent, fashion expert, celebrity, stylist, TV personality. You've really started from the bottom and worked your way up and up and up and up. And you even made an appearance on some movies that I've seen. Deborah Wears Prada, you made
Yeah.
an appearance there. So how does it feel that you're continuing to build up, and where do you want to go eventually?
I mean, I don't know where I want to go. I want to go wherever it takes me. And it feels, when you do it every day, it doesn't feel any different than it does any other day. I don't feel any different today than I did the first day I walked into the tents, and that was 10 years ago. So you don't feel the growth. I mean, you can record the growth. You can look at it and say, oh my God, I'm doing this now, and 10 years ago I wasn't doing this. But I don't think it's something that you necessarily have a different feeling about. You have an appreciation of, but not necessarily a different feeling, because it's still work.
I'm going to project within 10 years, you're going to have your own clothing line.
I might.
I know. I mean, no one told me, but I'm just going to assume, because I think it's a natural evolution of what you're doing. Because you come to the shows, you watch the models walk in town, you all these different designers, and then you pick outfits, you dress celebrities, right? That's your style.
Yeah.
And eventually that's going to evolve into you sketching out, if you haven't already done it, an investor's going to come up to you, people out there with money, invest in him, he's a good guy. And you're going to say,
Smarter than he looks.
Yes.
Smarter than he looks.
I just look stupid, but in reality, maybe not.
Because once a Guido.
Always a Guido! Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Be good. Robert, how are you?
Hey, Rocco, I'm cool. How about
Good,
you?
good.
Slamming.
I know we've been going at it insanely every day, all day long. I see you at the tents at all the shows. I wanted to wait until towards the end of Fashion Week to kind of get your overall opinion of what you thought so far in Fashion Week.
So you pick a day that I started at 6 in the morning.
It's always better like that. It's always better.
And my voice is gone. That's why you were asking me. I had to give that speech over at the beauty conference. That was really early this morning. And then I've been running back and forth. Then I had to go back for some other things. So it's been a wild day. And so to end off with the blondes was like a great way to end the day. So yeah, it's been a very varied day. I mean, I've seen so many different types of things today. Actually, just before that, I came from Kakuna, which is a whole different aesthetic, as you can imagine. So, like I said, what a way to end the day with the blondes. So,
what'd you think about the blondes?
Oh, well, I'm a fan anyway. And as I had mentioned before, I was very proud to nominate them for the Fashion Group Rising Star Award. And they made it to finalist, which is great. They made a great showing, actually. And actually now they're working on the Ecodomani Award, which I'm very honored and proud to do the recommendation for them for that. Yeah.
You'll have to keep us posted so we can come cover.
Oh, sure. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, they're so amazing. I mean, it's not just show. It's not just like showgirl wear. I mean, there's something more going on there. So yeah.
So what advice would you give to all of our viewers out there for this spring 09 collections that you've seen?
This is a very, and I think other people are feeling this as well. It's kind of an unusual season, I think, and not to get too serious, but a lot of the market weeks, the last couple of weeks, the economy is the first thing that comes up in conversation. So people are concerned about that first and foremost. And I think a lot of the retailers are concerned about that as well. And I think there's a sense of caution. But one thing that's getting asked a lot is, are there things out there for the average woman, so to speak, or not the typical model body, let's say it that way. And the first thing that came to mind is Charles Nolan. I mean, it was a beautiful collection, and as he always does, he shows it on real people as well, And then, there are things out there for real women, fortunately, And actually, just before that, I came from the Anna Sui collection, which was just so beautiful, and I thought a very focused story. So I was very, very happy to see that as well. So there are things out there. There are beautiful things out there for people.
There are things out there for people.
Things out there for people to wear. Thank God. Yes. Hooray.
Well, now for us.
Product. Yes.
Now, for us, a lot of those shows, there's no more goodie bags. I guess that's hey, it's like the little recession we're having.
Well, actually, it's funny you should say that, because that came up in conversation also at that other conference, at the beauty conference, in that, I said a couple of years ago, it feels like the goodie bags are getting anemic. There are less and less products in the goodie bags. And now it's like, well, there are no more goodie bags anymore. It's like, oh my gosh. So there's talk about cutbacks.
Tell me.
So yeah, so that's the other feeling with the economy, even in that sense. So no more product. Oh no. No hair product. Oh, what will I got? You know.
Thank you so much for your time. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Grazie molto.
Prego, alla prossima volta.
Sì, la prossima volta. Ci vediamo. I'm here with Sharon Turney, the CEO of Victoria's Secret, and we're at their Fashion Week suite. And as I look around, there's beautiful lingerie, but I wanted to ask, what is happening here? I see makeup, I see lingerie, I see different types of lingerie. There's newer pieces that I didn't see last time when we were at your show in November. So tell me all about it.
Well, this is our fall and holiday collection that we're showing here at our suite. And it's really new innovation from our design team. We have 3 beautiful trends that we're working on in terms of the pastels, precious details, boyish charms, and that's what you're seeing here. Also, within our fragrance world, we're launching Dream Angel's Wish. We have a whole new at-home collection from Victoria's Secret. So some pretty exciting things.
So what is Supermodel Obsessions?
Well, you know, we have some of the most beautiful women that are our supermodels of Victoria's Secret. And we talked to them and said, what inspires you? What do you love? And from that, we have come up with the most aspirational product that all of our supermodels are dying to get their hands on. And so this is the collection of what we call Supermodel Obsessions.
So then when your consumer actually buys these products, they're buying what your supermodel, which are world-renowned and famous, like themselves, so they get a touch of their own style.
That is absolutely correct. And so it's just it's such a wonderful combination.
Isn't Heidi Klum doing her own line here as well with you guys, like her specific colors that she likes for the makeup? Tell me a little bit about that.
Last year, we did a collection of makeup with Heidi Klum. It sold out in 3 weeks. So we've worked with Heidi again, coming back for this November, and actually launching the new Heidi Klum collection, which is all about the relevant colors for the season. It's got a lot of emotion in it, so it's going to be terrific.
When I was here a couple days ago and I was enjoying the suite, I got the massage, got some food. I think my crew were putting makeup on each other, the female part of the crew. But there was Susan Miller here, and she was giving out astrology charts. She is really amazing. Now, how did you incorporate her into the suite?
Well, what we were trying to do is that, as you know, Fashion Week is so crazy. This is a place that you can kind of come to, unwind, see the lingerie fashion leader, their fall collection, which is Victoria's Secret. And while you're here, we want to be able to give you a relaxing experience. And then from an astrology perspective, everybody has a curiosity about what happens next.
So they come here to find out. And then there was also cards, customized cards. And I was told that in the stores coming in December, I think that's right, in December, you're going to be able to customize with people's names the gift cards. Is that correct?
Absolutely. It's really great. And so it's a machine that we're going to have in our stores this holiday season that you can come in and we'll actually personalize it. So if you want to give a gift, you know, like to me, you can actually put it.
What's your address? I'm going to come give you a gift.
You can actually write Sharon on it and, you know, and then $200, $500. That would be nice.
Now, I was told that, and I believe this, the first thing that starts in a wardrobe, fashion-wise, is underwear, right? Underwear, whether bra, underwear, whatever. And the leading brand is, of course, the Victoria's Secret. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, the first thing you put on in the morning should never be an afterthought. It's always the first thing you should think about, and that is your lingerie, which is your bra and your panty, and which should be exquisite for you. And so that's what we...
Well, not for me, but for the female out there. Now, some males out there, maybe, but under my pants, I have normal men's underwear, but sorry.
For me, then. And so what is at the heart of Victoria's Secret is the fact that we are about lingerie, not underwear.
Could you show me a little bit around the suite and show me the specific pieces that you're referring to?
Absolutely. Let's take a walk.
Okay.
So first of all, we're going to start with this collection. This is our new Miracle Bra collection, which we are introducing in November. It is an extreme push-up bra, but what's most important about this collection is all the details. So if you look at the fabrication with the lurex and the detailing, if you move over to this piece, which what you see here is all of this lace, the ruching, and look at the back. It's very exquisite in terms of tying up and the lace up opportunity in the back. And this is what we call our Precious Detail Collection.
And so how does this work from beginning to end?
Well, actually, it's a little bit of reverse. First of all, our designers come up with a concept, and then we bring in the supermodels and we show them all the wonderful things that we're working on. And then what they respond to and what the designers respond to, then we continue to flesh it out. So you'll see some wonderful things. Another piece of our Precious Detail collection is right here. As you can see, it's a great high-waisted. It has boning in it, the lace detail with the beautiful bra, and you can just see the detail, and you can see all of our wonderful supermodels wearing these things. This is probably something you can absolutely understand. These are silk boxer shorts, and so we call this boyish charm because we're taking it from the influence of if you're a girl and you steal something out of your boyfriend's closet.
It happens all the time. Girls out there, stop stealing my clothes. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Girl, sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
I might get really jealous or something.
You have to stop stealing my clothes in the morning.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So these are the silk boxer shorts, and so then also is your boyfriend's cardigan made out of cashmere. So this is what we call our boyish charms.
What about the other pieces? I think, is that the...
Complete piece are really our prettiest pales, and all of these beautiful colorations, and still has the detail that we're bringing into the design concept that really is the third trend, which is the prettiest pales, which every woman looks gorgeous in.
I'm standing here backstage in the Mercedes-Benz Starline with Sean, an actor from a hit show called The Wire on HBO. Sean, how are you doing?
I'm having fun, man. You hear the rain. It's beautiful right now. It's
Beautiful New York City with the rain coming down right here on the Star Lounge.
Yep.
So how many shows have you seen so far?
I started since yesterday, actually. You know, I'm a big fan of fashion, so, you know, I'm definitely around. I've seen about maybe 3 shows so far. Yeah, definitely 3 shows.
Is there anything you have to have that you saw at some show?
So far, I just seen mainly women's stuff, so no. Not yet, but I definitely know I'm gonna see something at the Rock and Republic show that's gonna be very interesting.
We have to have more We have to have more designers for men that are showing men's collections here. It's all about the women, you know. I want to see some guys clothes for me too.
Yep, exactly. Because I only see mostly women stuff, but it's no problem because it brings the women out. So
That's
no
right.
problem. There's no problem with it.
So how's everything going on the show?
I mean, well, the show been wrapped since January, but I've been working on a couple of projects. Notorious, Fanatic. That's going to be in Sundance. What else? Brooklyn's Finest. Just a whole bunch of stuff, man. I'm just working. I'm just happy to be here to get time off and everything like that. Exactly.
And where do you film most of the time? Is it LA? Is it New York?
Okay.
Where is it?
Well, mostly in New York, but I'm definitely back and forth from LA and New York because LA is definitely my market base right now.
I'm sitting next to Tweet Dep, the designer for Tweet. She's about to have her show right here in Bryant Park. Tell me all about your collection.
It's inspired by the character Kitty Fane from the movie The Painted Veil, but what I've done is I've reimagined her as a modern woman, still with the passion and the flaws, but I kind of mixed it with a little bit of a rock chick element just to make it more relevant.
Tell me about the color pattern that you used, about the fabric.
You know, I'm really about mixing and matching and doing a sort of contrast, but keeping it also harmonious. So as far as fabrics, I use silk chiffon, organzas, mixed with tweeds and wool blends and linen blends and cotton. So it's really sort of an eclectic mix. In terms of color, we have from pastels to primaries and neutrals, mixing that as well. I have jade, tiger light lily red, tender yellows, and ivories.
If you could define the Tweed woman, who is that?
You know, it's at the heart of it, it's not really about the clothes for me. It's really about a spirit, and she's somebody who is evolving, accomplished but still evolving. She's there, but she's not quite there. She's intelligent and she's artistic at heart, and she really, in terms of clothes, she wears what she wants. She dresses for herself.
All right, we're backstage with Tia Giovanni, the designer for Ports 1961. How are you?
Good.
Now, the last time I talked to you, I had 2 little kids with you, and I talked to them. How are they?
They're great. They're a little taller, almost as tall as me now.
I believe it. They grow fast, right?
They do. They're around here somewhere.
And that's your niece and nephew or nephew?
Yeah. They're my buds.
They're eating the little cookies and the catering. I have to say, you guys have the best food in the back. I ate a little bit before I came.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Back there and try it myself.
So tell me about your collection this season. As I look around and I see the clothes in the racks, I see bright colors. I want you to tell me all about it.
Yeah, it play on bright pigmented tones with neutral shades, jute and cotton poplin. So it's really more about playing with natural and with very man-made, very synthetic.
If you could define the woman, who is the woman that wears Ports 1961?
The $1 million question. The woman, she is really not any particular age. She is global, she's eclectic, She is non-discriminating. She embraces it all. She loves to play with the old and the new and the highs and the lows. She's very open-minded.
We're backstage with Amy Smilovic, the owner and designer of TV right here at Fashion Week and Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. How do you feel? Your collection's about to go on the runway.
Yeah, so excited, thrilled.
Now, where did you draw from that, that deep down creativity? You came up with all these brilliant designs and color. I want to hear all about it. Your inspiration for the season.
We actually sum it up very easily. It's Room with a View set in Asia in the 1980s. And from Room with a View, we poached a lot of the menswear elements, and it's got a fun colonial spin to it. Lots of seersucker, blue and whites, like croquet, perfect croquet uniforms. And it's mixed, everything's mixed with Asian influence. And I mean, as you'll see, by the end of the show, the girls become the full-on China girl. She goes from a colonial girl to a full-on China girl. And the design aesthetic is, it is heavily influenced from the 80s. It's a lot of draping. It's a lot of strong shoulders, not ridiculously strong shoulders, but strong shoulders.
Now, if you could define the brand, the TB, what is TB? What is the TB woman?
She is a really happy, beautiful, fun person who loves to make an entrance when she gets in the room and loves color.
And where does that name come from? Is that someone's name? Or?
Well, I actually started it. I used to live in Asia. I lived in Hong Kong for 4 years. I started it with a friend over there, and it was her grandmother's name.
Wow. So TB is an Asian name. She started in Hong Kong. And what advice would you give to other people who are aspiring to be a designer? With all these reality TV shows out there, everyone wants to be a designer. So what advice would you give to those people?
I would really have a vision and stick with it. If Tim Gunn comes in and it's like, what are you doing? Just know.
Scissors. That was it, scissors, or how does it say that? Scissors designers.
Exactly. I mean, you walk out on the street and everyone's got their own personal opinion. There are so many people in the world. If you stick with your vision, you will have a following. And if you're all over the place, you will not. So choose a vision, stick with it.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to seeing the show. Gwynlyn, the designer for Twinkle, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good, thank you.
It's early, isn't it?
It is. It's the first time we show in the morning, but I feel in a very good spirit. Yeah.
Do you have coffee yet?
About 2, yeah. 2 cups already.
So as I was looking through your collection, the fabric, everything looks so beautiful. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, this collection is much inspired by the iconic film actress Jean Seberg. So her idealism in art and also her very sophisticated look of mixture of innocent and also mature, that kind of really inspired the collection. So the collection is very crispy, but in a way very feminine and soft.
If you could define the woman that would wear your collection, what's the definition?
I think it's a woman with a tremendous sense of herself and has the individualism that will like to take a risk and also in life and also have a sense of humor in fashion.
Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on your show.